And welcome back to Open Your Eyes. It is a fun Friday and we're about to kick the fun off right now. We're talking here ARMO Belize, and they've got a Prom Expo and fashion show coming up tomorrow. It's gonna be good. And we've got the folks in to tell us about it. I'm sorry, I'm just excited.
Right.
It is on Friday. Duane Moody is in. He's the event coordinator for ARMO Belize. You normally know him as one of the top notch over the side. Oh. And we have Crystal Samos, who is ARMO Belize, actually, taking care of business. Guys, good morning and welcome.
Thank you.
I like the fashion.
Thank you guys. Thank you for having us.
Of course. It's nice to have you guys in.
Thank you.
No, my first question, what is ARMO? ARMO some initially.
Okay. Armor just means, it means basically providing some type of tool or equipment to someone for them to be able to defend themselves. It's a Latin word. Armor, yes. You're arming someone for them to be able to take care of themselves, providing them some type of assistance, basically.
Yeah.
Armor came about last year when we did our first event, first fundraiser, which was a fashion show also. And it basically started because I have been doing fundraisers, he had been doing fundraisers, and we've been friends, colleagues. So we said, let's join forces and let's do, bigger and better things for Belize.
Duane, jump in.
I think it is always necessary for you to pay it forward. And that is what it's all about, paying it forward and giving back. We come across, in this line of business, we come across so many different persons who are afflicted with all different kinds of challenges. We have fire victims who may lose everything given a disaster. You have children who need help. Yeah. And what are we doing to help them? Yeah. And so that to me is key to what ARMO is, about helping people, giving back. And so that's what we did last year with Liberty Children's Home. We put out that fundraiser and we were able to help them full-fledged with certain needs that they had for the 43 resident children that they had there. And it was a success. And so this year we come again. We want to do it bigger and better. You cannot. I know we're still very young, but you cannot do it. You have to do it big. You have to do it big.
Now it's a merge of two, I think, of your passions. Because one, I remember, talking about wanting to give back beyond what you see in your daily reports, but also recognizing that there are a lot of talented people, specifically in fashion. Yeah. And so you've kind of merged the two. It's an exposure to the talent that Belizeans possess, as well as using it as an opportunity to raise funds for a good cause. So tell me how we moved from fashion designers to a prom expo. None of us are prom age, right? Why are we thinking about prom?
Let's go with that. Yeah.
Well, actually, I was talking to the principal from SCA last year. It was in November. And we were just in the planning phase of what we were going to do this year. And so she said, boy, prom really expensive. Are they in a prom mode or whatever? And I was like, what do you mean prom really expensive? I don't get it. And then I found out that there are these extremes. Some persons pay up to $1,000 for dresses alone. That not include their makeup, their except nothing else. And then you have the other extreme where there's a kid that might be deserving of a prom experience because, stellar student in academics, whatever, but their parents can't afford it.
Yeah.
So how can we make prom affordable? And so I was like, man, what can I do? Can I pull together all these stakeholders that would make prom possible? Your floral companies, the vehicle rentals, all of that. And I was like, okay, make us see if this could happen. And we just literally call up people and say, would you be interested? Would you give offers, lower your prices, all of that? And they were like, yes, man, we would have done that. Bam.
And
Prom Expo.
It's the first one in the country. We've never had a prom expo.
Yeah,
We've
true.
got all type of expos. So when he brought it up, he's usually the one with the more like what event we're having, and he called me like all excited. I got it. I know what we're doing, and I said okay, and I said wow, like nobody really had thought about it. It's the first time in the country, so we're very excited to bring something like this, and hopefully, we're able to do it every year.
And we not forget the designers there. They're still a part of it.
The designers that we had,
Not the ones for new ones.
We have new
These are
ones.
New ones.
special event designs. Right? So that's the thing, because prom has, and I think for people who are watching, they're thinking, prom is just a dress and a tux. But it's changed so much. I did my own makeup for my prom. That's not the case anymore.
Nope.
You used to wait and take your photograph when you got to prom. Now people hire a photographer.
Yes.
There's so many different bells and whistles that people invest in. Tell me, what can people expect at the expo portion? Because there are two events. There's the 9 to 3 a.m. expo, and then you shift to the fashion show in the night. What can people expect?
Well, the expo is just basically, we want the students to have the experience where they go into one place and they can find everything they need for the prom. So makeup, dress, accessories, shoes, photographers, absolutely everything that you need to make your prom day spectacular possible, it's going to be there under one roof.
Rumor has it that even that fancy ride to get to prom?
Even that, you can we have Prestige there. We'll have their vehicles that you could rent out so that, to drop off the prom and so forth. So it literally includes every single thing to make your prom possible. So we're very excited about that. We're hoping everyone comes out to experience that.
I hope
So it's getting things at discount prices
At
there.
discount
Right.
prices.
Oh,
at the
expo.
okay,
So
okay.
it's an
So you book
opportunity.
now?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can book now. Now, we also have featured there some boutiques. So they will have catalogs there. So if you want to order your dress, you can order your dress in advance, as opposed to going online and then you have to pay this big price for a dress. You can get it cheaper. They will facilitate you, things like that. So essentially, it's just making prom affordable for everybody.
Yeah.
And interestingly too, we're also having designers from Belize and an international designer as well.
What?
Yes, we carry it up a little bit, we have to pump it up a little bit. So we have 4 designers, because we have those persons who want to buy that ready-made dress right off the rack, but then you also have those who, they're more eccentric, they want to be special, they want to have custom make their dress.
Want a one-of-a-kind.
Exactly, right? And so we're giving them that opportunity as well. And not only one person, one option you have 4 designers from Belize and Mexico, to be exact. Yeah.
And you also have, so I'm going through the list, tuxedos.
Yeah. There's only one place to get your tuxedos.
Yeah,
Everybody knows that.
yeah.
And they too will be there giving you at Belize Dry Cleaners at tuxedo rentals. And we found out during the research too and during this whole process that they also do retail now. So you can purchase, yes. So there's so much, and the variety is wide, and they now do prints and all different kinds of
I know, and tuxedo fashion, we had them earlier this year. It's changed dramatically.
Yes.
So they have for all the needs, all these particular styles they do. They have it there.
We have corsages.
Yes, we do.
The flower shop.
The floral shop, Supreme. Not Supreme.
Signature
Flower Shop. They came on board. We just told them about it and they were excited and they jumped on board. They say that essentially what you're going to do, it gives them time to make whatever color rose that you want or flowers that you want, arrangement for your corsage, for your brooches, whatever you want to match it up, everything. Easy. And it's interesting that everybody just jumped on board like that.
Right.
And they were just waiting there like, can't we do it earlier? Can't we do it earlier? No. Some people just don't want to. But it's been a fun, but stressful, but fun experience so far. Yeah.
You can even buy dresses there?
Yes, you can.
Through the boutiques?
Through the boutiques or from the designers. The designers are actually bringing dresses. They will have samples out there. If you want to buy it right off the rack, you can. And those dresses also will come to life later on in the night.
Wow.
So if you can't make it to the expo, you need to come the night for the fashion show and see it actually.
And there's one thing seeing a dress on a catalog and on a paper, but seeing it on the runway on a person, it's completely different.
How it moves. So you know what that entrance will look like.
Look, and when I tell you, all the designers are ready. When I tell you already, I've seen the dresses there, no need for come and see it. I just thought I say, no need for come and see it. And I think our Belizean designers are super, super talented.
Yeah.
Who are these
Definitely.
designers?
We have
Nelly and Zaya from Cayo. We
Yeah.
have Aliester Alexander from Belize City.
Okay.
We have
Jael and Daniel
from
Torres from Orange
Walk.
Walk. And then the Mexican designer is
Javier
Javier Rojas.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Javier has actually been doing a lot of work in San Pedro for their prom, and he's done a lot of wedding dresses here in Belize. And so his name has a ring here in Belize, and so we did try for so we could put that together along with our local Belizean designers, who I'm telling you, they're not a play. They're come
They're
for show.
Yeah,
Right.
they're coming out.
Beautiful
They're coming out.
dresses.
Beautiful
Yeah,
dresses.
they are.
Last year we had Jael and Daniel Torres from Orange Walk in
They
the
made
show.
my dress
Yes,
that
they
I
did,
still
and
did, yeah.
and I'm telling you, we were so impressed by their work that we had to bring them back. We had to, and that's what they specialize in. They run Orange Walk when it comes to prom. Run Orange Walk when it comes to prom. So we had to bring them. We had to bring them in.
Now we know it's a fashion show, and proceeds go towards that. It's actually a fundraiser. Proceeds go towards that. So who are you looking at for this year?
Well, in January, I did this story with a 10-year-old
Lucita.
girl, Lucita Chablé, in San Ignacio. She has polycystic kidneys. She was born with this condition. She wasn't supposed to be alive right now, according to what the doctors had told the mother, but she is. However, as each day passes, her condition worsens. So right now, she only has one kidney that is functioning, but only at 25%. Wow. And over the past year, it dropped. So they need to do a kidney transplant almost immediately.
And
to
the
save
mother
her.
has
And the mother
volunteered her
has-
kidney.
Yeah,
Oh,
because she's
okay.
a perfect match.
Yeah, she's a perfect
Thankfully,
match.
she's
Yeah.
a perfect match because most
Which
of
is
the
like
time you
half
can't.
of the,
Yeah, that's
finding the kidney is
It's
really
really
important.
important.
So
Yeah.
that part is solved, but it's the
Getting the
They-
finance.
Yeah.
the finance for the
It's
surgery.
75,000 Belize. You know, we're not able to raise that full amount, but whatever contributions we can give, whatever
Yes.
ARMO can do, it's
Yeah.
something, and we're saving a life. So whenever you think about paying $5 to be able
To
to
enter.
enter the prom or the tickets for the fashion show, it's really you're contributing to save
that
a life
individual, yes.
for Lucida,
Yes.
you know, and she's such a happy little girl.
Yeah.
bouncing.
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
great thing about this is that she will be at the Prom
Expo
Expo and the fashion
and the fashion
show. So her
show.
parents will be there. She'll be
Yeah.
there. You'll be able to meet her, interact with her. You know, if you don't want to come, if you would just want to come to the
To make a
event to make a
contribution to
contribution to
them,
them personally, you can do so.
too.
Perfect.
Talk to them, hear what it's about, and so forth.
I also got some good news yesterday too, is that the Ministry of Health is going to see how they can assist as well.
Nice.
So they reached out to me yesterday to see, what is it that they need and things
Yeah.
like that, and to see whether they can
And she's
facilitate
such a
that.
sweet
She
girl. Like,
is,
there
she
she
is.
is.
Oh,
She's
there
just a
she is. So
beautiful
beautiful.
girl. And just a great spirit. I remember that story so well.
Wow,
and it is
man.
a very expensive
Yeah,
surgery.
it is,
And
it
so,
is.
I think anything that you can give towards it, and you're right,
Yeah.
people can come out to the
Right.
fashion show and still give extra
Exactly.
towards her medical expenses.
And it's not even, and the thing is that sometimes what people fail to realize is that it's not even the surgery after care in these cases. It's expensive.
Yes,
It's about
aftercare.
$1,000 every month because her body will be rejecting the kidney as the transplant happens. So she medication so that it
So
doesn't.
things can,
Yeah.
things can work.
So there's
Yeah.
so many ways you can be able to assist. And like I say, you don't necessarily have to give us anything personal to ARMO. Meet them, hear their
them. We're just
story,
the
go
medium.
there.
We
You know what I
just
mean?
want to be the
$5 to
medium.
go in and see what they have to say for themselves.
But just listening to it, it's actually it's really touching.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask, both of you, being an entrepreneur, being one of Belize's top journalists, what is life like? Going out there, seeing these things, and I'm saying this so folks can empathize with what we're talking about
Right.
here. What is it like? Meeting people who we know for a fact ill, but we can help them. The same with you. What is it like for you on a daily basis?
You go first because I'm so emotional.
It's rough.
Yeah.
It's rough. You know, following Lucita's story, I did several others with people that lost everything in fires and things like that. And when I tell you, 13 persons lose everything. And it was the story with, we actually won an award last year for this triplet, this mother that had triplets. And she was the person that got affected. She's part of that 13.
Yeah.
Imagine that, everything that you have gone and no kind of assistance coming your way.
Yeah.
What do we do? Like, how do you just talk to them and be like, hey, it will get better?
Yeah.
You have to do something. And so, honestly, that is where I see ARMO going, where we can make that change. Impact. It's not about us. It's about how we help others.
And just before we continue on, I just want to, I want for other people to listen, especially businesses to chime in, for the fact that what is happening here with ARMO, and just as you mentioned, we're helping out. When you jump on board with ARMO, you're actually helping to save a life. And this is one of the reasons why we have to, especially when it comes to businesses, plead with them, jump on board.
You know, the reality is that Crystal can tell you, this Prom Expo fashion show, we're coming out of pocket for it for the most part, because we see what we're trying to get at. You understand? So the mission is at hand. We have our sponsors that we have here. They come on board with helping with certain things like Niche is a great partner. Every year they would provide me with the staging and the lighting, and because they understand the cause. We have
you have a long list of people here, so it seems that they're not really saying no.
They're not saying no, but they're helping in kind, and that we cannot. You know, it's priceless for me.
It is.
You know.
For us, as an organization, we all, like Duane and I have discussed, we don't take money. Whenever we do any event, we don't take money, and we choose not to. We want you to give it in kind. We want you to say, I'm providing this, I'm buying this, I'm giving you this, just so that everything is clear and accountable.
Is that we don't need the money.
Right.
We have our jobs, we're working. It's not about that. It's about how can you help other people.
Right.
So you get things like the venue for free, you get all the people.
Everything is sponsored.
Well, the venue we're paying for, we got it at a discounted price, but we're paying for that. But everything else, the setup and all of that, we're getting them in kind. Well, at a minimum fee, right? And so we can work with that. Essentially, it's all about just people coming out and being a part of it. They coming out means that they contributed.
They're pledging their support.
Exactly.
Right.
You understand?
So we were talking about who's going to come to this expo, whether or not it'll be just the kids or it'll be the parents bringing the kids. What is your suggestion? Do you think kids should take it as a date night? Parents should tag along? Or, I'm thinking of my nephew, whether or not he wants his mom to go to the fashion show with him.
Okay.
The thing is that we want the parents, because the parents will be the ones saying bye. So it's like, Mom, I want you to buy, but I don't want you to come with me. Like, you know what I mean? I want to purchase this, but just give me the money. I'll go by myself or bring my date and so forth. So really and truly, both. Some kids, I guess, are okay with walking around with their parents. Some are not.
Go ahead.
I'm thinking that, the both of them should come. There is no way that a mother would give a child, or a parent would give a child $300 to go and buy accessories, shoes, and dress, and not have our input. I don't think so. You understand? And so that's why when we went around to the schools, because, I did a little research, of course. There are 7 schools in Belize City that have proms.
7 schools.
7. And of the 11, right? 7 of them have proms, and they literally go all out every year for it. So those are the persons that I targeted. I went to these schools and spoke with their principals and the student body and the PTAs and everything, because they are the ones that need to come out. This is for them. You understand?
How affordable is it going to be? What type of discount? I mean, if a dress normally, I don't know what a dress normally costs, but I mean, what type of discount are you talking about? Because sometimes I know the parents are just like, prom's not going to happen because we have graduation expenses and all these things. And it's such an important part of your high school experience. It's heartbreaking, but also very realistic.
Yeah.
So if someone is at home saying, I don't know if I can make it cheap enough to make I afford it, how low are the prices that you'd be able to get at the expo?
Well, we can't price for these people, but when we spoke with them, we told them we need to try and make it the whole mission behind it is to make it affordable. Because if that's not the mission, it doesn't make any sense. Yes, we're focusing on helping Lucita Traveler, but we're also focusing on the students as well. You know, so it's not about you're going to get it for free, but it's about, you know what, taking the price down and making it affordable so that you can get it.
Sorry. Also, you know, you could, with your designers, you can pre-order a dress. So it's for July, but you can start making installments and paying for it. And to me, one of the most exciting things about this event in particular is that we're also giving away 5 prom dresses.
What?
So
So
you
to
can
me,
get
that's
something
exciting.
for free.
Right.
Expo has something free.
Okay, you're
Well,
right.
not at the expo, but
Well, we won't give it at the expo. We're thinking that we actually discussed it the other day. We're thinking maybe we're going to give away 2 maybe at the fashion show the night. But we want to make sure that the persons that are receiving the dresses are really in need. Because the reality is that why can't we be fairy godparents?
right.
Right? You know,
So how do you win it?
okay, so those 2 that we're thinking about giving out at the fashion show, it will simply be by your ticket purchase.
Okay.
So
From
you
your
just-
entrance
from
to
your
the
entrance
fashion
to the
show.
fashion show, we'll pick out 2 and you're going to win. The others we're asking for applications from schools, like all the schools that in Belize City, even outside, for you to send your application to our Facebook page or email, and then we're going to go through it. I've spoken with some of the some of the principals already, and asked them, you know, single out that one child that you think is deserving.
Yeah,
and
deserving of
need
this.
the help.
Deserving.
And it's interesting because in the process of thinking about that, I actually found out that there's an organization, a fairy godmothers organization here in
That was
Belize.
why I asked,
Yes,
yeah.
here in Belize, and they provide dresses, like not
They
only dresses.
collect dresses and then disperse
They
them.
do full works.
Yeah.
Like literally last year, talking with the one of the directors, they provided dress, provided the escort, provided like full works, like literally fairy godmother, everything. And, and it was interesting. I'm like, man, why can't we be fairy godparents too?
I was
You
going
know?
to say that though, because I don't know if it's the same organization, but I've seen people get together around prom time and collect dresses.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times when you have these special event dresses, you only wear them
Once,
once,
you do.
and you know, they're just sitting in a closet
Yeah.
somewhere, and they can be reused.
Yes.
So you know, maybe people can bring dresses too and donate
Of course,
them there.
of course, yes.
of course.
My
Like
gosh, my
that's
gosh.
what we have.
Renee
Renee
Martinez doing.
Miss World, Miss Earth 2018,
Yeah.
2019. She's actually going to be a feature at the expo as well as at the fashion show because she has all these dresses that she accumulated over the years in her pageant years, and she has only used them once, and they're gorgeous gowns that you can use for a prom. And so she will have those there as well. When I tell her rock bottom, like rock bottom as low as $50. And they tell you
So dresses that are
Yeah,
about $3, $4,
I've
$5.
heard
dress.
Prom dress.
I'm
Wow.
telling you, and the thing is just like the guys from Orange Walk, they were telling me about, you know, they have a really nice ball gown for only $200. I'm like, custom made. I'm like, what? You sure? They're like, yeah, $200 because we try to make prom affordable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So let's get the details of the event.
Well, we have the Prom Expo. Of course, the both events will be taking place at the SCA Auditorium. The expo will be from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. This is where you come in, you pay $5 at the entrance. You can, you know, make your appointments for your hair, you buy your shoes, your dress, everything, photographers. And then at night, we have the fashion show, which will be from 7 to about 10 p.m.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And so we'll have prom dresses and stylish tuxes on
everything on the
runway.
runway. We have some entertainment that will be happening there.
Really?
Some art. Yeah,
Lot of
course,
giveaways.
always lot of giveaways. And that I'm telling you, we are blessed that way. You know, people come through with giveaways. And I can tell you too that we have Belizeans in diaspora that want to help, as in use ARMO to funnel through activities, monies, funding to assist others.
Yeah.
I've been working on that with them because I feel like we need to find a way to tap into those resources and help out.
Yeah.
We have to.
And so we're seeing some of the videos of the girls in
Oh.
their practice
Oh
runs.
man, that
Am I
has been a
seeing
rough
Miss
one.
Belize there?
Yes, we have some well-known people, well-known faces that are participating. We have Kia Pastor, a Miss Universe Belize delegate. Miss Belize herself is participating, has been really with us from a long time.
Yeah.
We also have Renee Martinez, who is Miss Earth 2018-2019. We have students this year. This year we
Great.
incorporated high school and sixth form students because it's about them.
It's about
They're
them.
the ones that are going. So we had to incorporate them. We have from about 7 or 8, and interestingly, they also got it as community service.
Oh.
So yes, I spoke to the principal and everything, so everything was set. So you come to my practices from 9 to 12 every Sunday, and you get your community service hours.
yeah.
You know, you have
Because
to,
you're helping raise
you're
money.
helping raise
Right.
money. It's a
What a
volunteer.
way.
You understand?
Wow.
You're volunteering your time.
And the tickets for the fashion show, where can you get them?
Well, from the models, if they're not gone as yet, because I know that most of them have sold all the tickets. We will have some during the day on Saturday. You can contact us on our Facebook page. I'm sure everybody has Crystal or myself on Facebook. Or you can even come here to Channel 5 and ask for Whitney. Whitney has tickets as well.
Okay.
But yeah, tickets are available and you can buy it there the day of the expo.
We have the regular tickets are only $25.
Only 25.
Only $25. And we have the VIP for $50
Okay.
as well.
Normally we just do one price straight across the board, but that $50 VIP tickets, that was a request being made, and so
Some people want front seat.
They
wanna
want
see all
front
the
seat. They want
seats.
everything. They want to right
For
down
the
to
trend they
very-
want.
the glitz in the shoes.
Yes.
That's nice, man.
Yeah.
Excellent
This is
job.
such a, one, I think it's very innovative because it is an area where there is a lot to put together. Any parent who's sending their child to prom knows that there's a lot of details to work through. They're getting discounts through the expo and exposure to places where they can get all the things that they need. And then, of course, I love the fashion show with just showcasing our Belizean designers. They are phenomenally talented. And I think a lot of times we think of ordering something from far away when you can get something
Right
custom
here.
fitted right here, exactly what you want.
No, I can't show it, man. But I would have washed one of the dresses. The young lady from Kyle, Ronelli, Rekenya. My
Amazing.
gosh, she's using. Oh, not my kind of stuff,
You
different
use stuff.
stuff. When I tell you, let's just say feathers
there'll be some
and all of that.
surprises.
Some surprises. You need to check it out. And then, of course, in Belize, they have those, people like those long trains and they're back out and all of that. Whatever.
All these dresses are within the school rules, right?
All
'Cause
within the
schools have
yes, they have
Right.
school
Just
rules,
checking,
and
yeah.
so they're pushing it to the end, right there. And
Right
then,
there.
it's amazing though. They're amazing dresses.
And it takes place on Saturday.
That's
Saturday.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes.
It's at the SCA gym.
Yes, from 9 to 3, the expo, $5 contribution, and you get access to all these things. I'm telling you, we have 20 booths.
Whoa.
20 booths, everything, and you have options. So it's not, I go to this person and that's the only option I have. No, you have 4 designers that you can tap into. You have 3 boutiques that you can tap into. You have floral arrangements, accessories, salons. So, you can book your appointments, your makeup sessions, photographers,
And your vehicle for carrying
and your
out.
vehicle for carrying a prom. You understand? I mean, it's everything. Prom is there. And remember that all that is just to assist this young lady.
It's a
And that's
contribution. that
9
you're
to
making.
3, and then the fashion show starts at 7 p.m.
At 7 p.m., please. We're opening the doors at 6:30 for seating to happen.
Did they
The
for 7?
Yeah, please. And then, guys, an interesting thing too. It will be live on social media.
Okay.
Yeah, we're doing it live on social media just so that we can capture everything. People can see the work that we've put into it, just to help this young lady.
And the travelers will be at the expo and the fashion
And the
show.
fashion
People want to
show.
go do a
Contribution to them
Contribution to them,
directly.
yeah.
We have to, because at the end of the day, that is the mission.
Yeah.
We're there to help them.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Fantastic. We wish you the best of luck.
Thank
This
you.
is such a
Thank
great
you.
initiative, and I think you're tapping into two important areas. One, exposure for our local talents, and also helping out just a sweet little 10-year-old from Orange Walk who just wants to live.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Remember to get your tickets before you leave, though. It is Fun Friday.
Man.
And, well,
What is that?
well, we know how prepared you came, so we have
Yeah.
to throw
Right.
some
They
curveballs
wanted them
here.
to see, yeah.
I know, Duane's cheating already. He's peeping on the paper. So we just got a couple of riddles. Just have fun with
my
it,
God,
right?
I
How
can't
good are
do
you
it.
at riddles?
I'm not good at it at all.
All right, well, we'll see if you or our viewers can guess them. So we just have 3. That's
Okay,
it.
all right,
three.
okay, true.
So here
If
goes.
they're baby ones, I might be able
It's no baby shark.
Okay, well, like,
Now this one, you guys, I'm sure you're gonna take care of business here. And if you guys should get 2 out of the 3, I will consider you the champ of the champ. You ready?
Okay, all right,
You
let's
set?
do this. Yeah,
all right. So the first one is, and they're all riddles. All right. So riddle, guess this riddle. Which is a rich person's favorite type of nuts?
pistachio.
It's a riddle. Then away goodbye.
Which is what?
I read it again. Riddle, guess this riddle. Which is a rich person's favorite type of nut?
Which?
Cashew.
Cashew, man.
Cashew.
I should get that correct. Wait. Let me
You
explain
said
to
which.
Yes, because it said which is blah 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 blah. So which is, you could use which as the subject. You understand what I mean? So that could have worked too.
It's not a no grammar class.
The answer is no.
Cashew.
Next one.
Cashew. Next one.
What has a tongue but cannot talk and gets around but cannot walk?
Shoes.
What? Good. Well, we know you love shoes.
Yeah, I love shoes. That's not good.
And the
You don't wear
final
the shiny
question.
ones.
I don't really shine one.
And the final question for 1,000,000 champs of the champs
gosh.
is
A king, queen, and 2 twins all lay in a large room, yet there are no adults or children in the room. How is that possible?
Repeat.
A king, queen, and 2 twins all lay in a large room, yet there are no adults or children in the room. How is that possible?
There are beds.
this boy. I
right, got
swear.
You came back from that which answer because you had me at right. All right, so that's our Fun
guys are
Friday
chopped
for today. We got to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, it's for more fun and more knowledge as we learn about love languages with
And it's part
Jenny. Yes. Stay tuned.